Now I can see. What it comes down to is the fact that you enjoy treading on those things we hold sacred.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is that why you are here?
Hey, listen!
God!
We out here mad ethnic right now.
I'm loving it. I'm getting used to it. This isn't bad. I'm up on it. I'm doing my thing. I'm rocking. I'm doing. We got some interference. So that's not gonna work. Huh. Who'd have thunk it? Welcome to Ramblin' Relevant. I'm your host, Tariq Naylor, and I'm doing an extra podcast because I'm super excited. Because I'm on Spotify now. And I did not think it was going to happen. It was one of those things that I was like, yeah, why the fuck not? And then, did a little Twitter bullying, and now my podcast is on there now. All 21 episodes so far, and this one will be 22. After I confirmed everything and made sure all the links worked, I just wanted to upload something to be like, hey, I'm here. So hi, I'm here. And it's already been a crazy. We only 2 days into the week, dog. We only 2 days into the week, and somehow. The craziness that has ensued already. So, supposedly we were supposed to be getting families back together, and I was like, oh, okay. By the time Sunday night, Monday morning got here, my faith was again restored back into humanity, and no, we just went backwards, and I gotta say, under this administration, it's really sad, and we're also seeing the worst of people. With that being said, though, I just want to keep reminding people to do better. Excuse me. You got to try and keep trying to do better and keep trying to live your best life. And to remember to empower those around you. Don't sink them down. I like to give people shit, but I don't want to destroy their fucking life. But it's just been crazy, and we're talking about. Something that just really been on my mind for a while, and I kept quiet because I didn't want anyone to think anything of me or whatever. But you can't always just be quiet with your shit. You gotta go ahead and put yourself out there, and hopefully people, if they give a fuck about you enough, they'll try to understand. But the whole Chris Hardwick situation was crazy to me, and the fucked up part is that. We're probably never going to hear the end of it. Neither side will be. And the fact that they took sides amongst it's people really went after this man's fucking noggin for no reason, bruh. From my personal opinion, no reason. If you are a shitty boyfriend, then things happen. If you're a shitty girlfriend, then people don't stay together sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't work out. But to try to slander that person and to try to take away their career or to be mad, I don't know. But that shit's fucked. And then I guess so much of that happening because Chris Hardwick was always going to be good, son. He was always going to be good. His wife a millionaire. He a millionaire. They paid out. When they say fire these people, when they say fire someone on TV, they really mean pay out their contract. So if he had a year or 2 years or some shit into something, they just paid out his money and then they told him to move the fuck on. So now, he's free from all his bullshit and he can just continue to do whatever he wants. He good. He gonna be okay. Especially after all of this. Though people are mixed up, but people coming after somebody. Because, it was, almost Chris Hardwick didn't want to, hurt somebody else that hurt him. And I don't know if I even got the fortitude for that. I damn sure don't have, the forgiveness gene in me, necessarily. But, I don't have the forgiveness gene in me. It is what it is. And, if I left you feeling a certain type of way, I want you to sit there with that fucking feeling. I don't care. Now, he, with his response, now that, I'm looking back on his response, it looks like he was trying to, hey, I didn't know that was this, just try to, it was weird because he hasn't podcasted yet. But his last podcast I was listening to, which was 2 weeks ago, he was actually talking about bullies and how, how you never, if you don't face your bullies, you will have to eventually, and you'll still be affected by it. And I was also thinking about bullying, and then on another podcast, they were talking about like how it's good and all to want all that love and peace. You would think, well, yeah, I'm literally in the busy. I literally live on the busiest street in Berlin. But you would think, um, fuck me, fuck, fuck, fuck. You would think with all this happening, what is it? Oh yeah, shit. Talking about the XXX Tenzin dude or whatever, trying to make a change, didn't really make that change. And failed, whatever. I don't know. I think a good game to play is what if I was born here, and see how different your lives would turn out. It's weird living in Cali because I keep forgetting, and what keeps being like reminded is that these are all the kids I went. These are all the kids that were in AP classes, essentially, and that's what I'm competing with. Like, if you're in a major city, that's what you're competing with. Is like kids that were on honor roll in fucking Nantucket, where the fuck that is. But like, and so it's really easy to put your nose up at somebody, but it's very easy for you to be susceptible to your environment. I know I didn't. I never. Yeah, I didn't. I didn't hit my pregnant girlfriend when I was 20. But hey, like I didn't pay my cell phone on time sometimes. Or it's not that I didn't pay my cell phone. So let's say I had my cell phone money, right? And my cell phone was like. I think my cell phone bill was like $80 back in the day. Maybe 60 actually. Somewhere $70. Let's say the cell phone bill was $70. And I had friends like, oh, we about to go out tonight. Well, I guess I'm about to like give them this 30. Tell them keep the phone on and let's go out tonight. I'm trying to get this vodka and cranberry popping. Not the best decision. You definitely pay for that shit later, but I learned, just pay your fucking bills on time. And maybe, you'll be able to pick up the fucking phone a cute girl calls you. God damn it. That actually happened once. That was nice. Wasn't it? Wasn't that nice? Like, that's what you deal with, though. I'm right next to a thing. And with these thoughts, they just keep stopping me. I hope that isn't RIP cell phone users. Or is I ranting about all these things? Anyway, I was just thinking about, like, we're a little too quick to pull the trigger. That's what my forethought was at today, is that like people really too quick to pull a trigger, and then like, all right, yeah, like, and then the civility thing like came up in a conversation or on Twitter, and I follow way too many political people on Twitter. Like, I need more goofballs. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to like unfriend every news thing, every news source on Twitter. I put it there for my convenience, so I don't have to read it somewhere else. But maybe I just need to unfriend all my news sources on Twitter and then just keep it goofy as fuck. But then you see people tweet about shit and you're like, what the fuck is going on? And then you gotta go read the news article, which I guess I can always do, in a separate app for real. Like, it's extra 3 seconds that won't hurt me. And but yeah, like, we're just a little too quick to pull the trigger. And I don't know, like, I came from a zoo, essentially. And that's really a derogatory term for my city. That's what the police call it. But essentially, like, I don't know if everyone's aware of, like, what it means for dog eats dog. And I understand, like, and trust me, I want that. I want a reason to wear goggles around my neck. I want a fucking helmet with spikes on it and shit. Out there in the wetlands. Like, just doing one of those fucking, just, like, yo, we live out, we kill weakness, that's our tribe, bro. Like, that, like, I could totally do the apocalyptic thing, but, like, I don't know, like, there's certain things, like, we have to be wary of, as people, because, like, as older people, like, we really is about, like, to inherit all this shit. We're really about to, like, this really about to be ours, like, really fucking soon. And really what I want everyone to think about is the example that you're leading, and that's a big one. What type of example are you leading, and what type of person are you in your community? How are you affecting your community? Does that mean people see you doing yard work? Does that mean you know, if you're out in public and maybe shit's a little argumentative or whatever, like you try to fucking calm it down before, like I don't like fuck the civility bullshit argument because I get what people are saying. There's some things that require civility and there's some shit that requires savagery, like just straight up savagery. We're not at the point like where we need to burn shit down into. I can't really say that either. I vaguely, but I'm saying like I don't know if motherfuckers really know what war look like. Only a few motherfuckers know what war look like. Only a few people know what it means to look somebody in the eye and they want to kill you. So because that's their job. That's what you're saying. Like people aren't going to say, "Oh, you have a point." If you're talking about all out savagery, like, "Oh, let me listen to your point now." No, it's like, "Oh, you're trying like it's killed or be killed," and that's what it even feels like almost. It almost feels like that if you talk or whatever. We just saw like Jess Hilarious. She would just, I guess she misunderstood the headline with the picture she was reading, and so she got confused. Which I mean, I can totally understand that. She talks about in the video how she is. You know what? I'm gonna need. I wonder if I can pause this podcast. Let me see. I got some new shit set up. We are just learning all types of new shit today. Okay, so we can do that. Cool. I'm always upgrading. So I am so excited though. We talked about the Spotify thing. We want to go back into that, but we were talking about civility versus savagery. Yep, that's where we were at pretty much. Good. Because I love having these goddamn conversations about myself. They make me feel I'm going to work on that now. I'm definitely, now that I'm on Spotify, I definitely work on getting more guests. Which I reach out to people. I don't reach out to enough. I need to reach out to like 10 content creators a day. That's how you do it. You're probably like, that's impossible. No, you reach out to you can totally talk to 10 content creators in your spare time. Or whatever, whoever comes my way, fucking cartoonists, like all my interests, basically. Gotta get some whiskey because that makes me feel good, and it's actually the proper time for drinking. So civility versus savagery. Booyah. Become 360, or 380, or 425. Anyway, like, if someone is wrong, because I've been guilty of this shit too. Like, my twin used to say some dumb shit out his mouth, but I love him, and in a weird way, I'd be like, you know better, and I would just punch him in his stomach a whole lot until he told me to stop. But the thing is, though, that person never learns their lesson. They don't ever learn why that's not wrong. It really does take patience. As far as when it comes to dealing with children, what I've learned is that it takes a shit ton of patience. I'm able to employ patience in very short, specific amount of times. But I don't have fucking kids, so I don't know. But when I've interacted with kids and they're difficult or they're doing the most or whatever, like you really got to employ a lot of fucking patience. And so for some people that's easy for them, and for others it's not. And because you have to employ so much patience with a child, it's because they don't know anything. They don't understand that acting like a brat in public isn't a good look. They don't understand that, you can't be fucking eating candy every night because you'll be malnourished and you won't have energy to grow and to learn and all that other shit. Like, they don't have the ability to understand the consequences of their full actions, so you employ a little bit of patience. It's kind of like a universally understood rule. We don't apply these things to debate. We don't apply these things to our own knowledge bases. How much shit do you believe is true just because your parents told you? Yeah, like you, and really break it down. How much shit have you yourself gone and proved, gone and proved after your parents have told you something? Like shit like that. Like a lot of our knowledge base is kind of weird preconceived notions that we are things that we've been told and just kind of accepted. And like it's not till later, it's not till like what, 16, we start to question stuff and start to kind of rebel and shit. Women probably sooner because, whatever. Um, and but the fact that we're saying to not employ, and we should really like, but that's another thing. Like even in finding the arguments, like, and this is I've seen this shit on both sides. Basically, when one person proposes a solution, they make that solution right for everything, and we know better than that. Like it's more we're more focused on who's being right as opposed to who's helping or what can we do to help as a people. Like yo, like we could be out in space chilling right now if we just got along. Yo, I could be flying in a Gundam right now if motherfuckers just got along. That's all I want. Zoid, I'll take a Zoid. I'll take a Metabot. Dead ass for real. I will take fucking Metabots. Give me that, and I'll make it. Like I'll be happy with that. Like just I don't know if I can trust that because that's kind of crazy. Because hold on, like Pokemon is one thing. These things are literally sentient weapons, and they let kids play with them. Metabots was fucking crazy. Metabots was ridiculous. I don't know if anyone's ever saw that shit. Do you want to battle for a battle? Metabots. That's my. At the end of it, that's my Nickelback. Metabots. If Nickel, if Nickelback sung theme song, it's time to battle for a battle. Metabots. Things were tiny weapons fucking up Japan and no one said a fucking word. Like they had no gun control issues whatsoever. We found a solution to gun controls, and that's either small animals with weapons or small robots with weapons that fight for us. That's fair, don't you think? Yeah, just make an AI gun and just shoot it at people. Like just like yo, my computer said it was a good idea to shoot him or whatever. What would I name my gun? You know what it is? I would have my AI gun. First of all, it would be literally like a floaty gun with a little antenna, like a Jetsons antenna, and it'd be like floating, and it would be a Desert Eagle, and I think I would name it Bartholomew. I think it'll work. I think yes, I think that's pretty good. So can we agree that it's okay to disagree, and can we agree we are about to inherit the world. Like what I'm really worried about is that we, as the younger generation, think that we're so fucking smart and we got it all figured out. We might know more than our predecessors. Or are we the predecessors? We might know more than people who came before us. However, I don't think we get along any fucking better. Like at all. And it worries me because I'm like, yo, we really have to start making change. Like you are an example to the people around you. Like people see you all the time, and so if you're not doing your thing, or you're kind of okay in shitty behavior, then what are you saying to the people around you? That's what I guess I want people to think is to try to be more mindful of who they are and what type of space they occupy. I guess is really the message with all of that. Just worries me. Just worries me. But on Spotify, I'm so fucking excited about that because that means when I share a link, people don't have to download a whole other app. When I share a link, you can just go to your Spotify app and look up Randomly Relevant. And so if you're listening to this on Twitter because you're going through my profile, or if you're listening to this, you can go right to Random and it'll upload. And that's why I'm doing this episode today. I'm still going to do my Friday episode. I just wanted to do an extra one to like hang out and to chill and to see how this goes. I feel like everything's really coming together. Like it's a slow grind. I'm rolling up that motherfucking river, and I'm getting jacked while I'm doing it, and I'm like for a minute it was like, oh, I don't know, and then sure enough things get a little better, and this was like a little sweet, a little icing on the cake. So it's like it's really happening. It's really all coming together. I'm really happy about where I am right now. I'm really happy about all the work that I put into it. Just getting here, like just a hurrah for being able to compete with the other assholes and cunts. And I think that is something to drink to. This is Randomly Relevant, and we're out. Bye.